Hello there everybody and welcome back to more Crash Bandicoot for the PlayStation 1. In this part we're going to be collecting the last color gems, but something really weird happened here. Last time I played this, I got the yellow gem at the place, right? But then when I booted it up again, for some reason, I had to do the lab again, even though the yellow gem was there. It was already there. Because when you complete a level, it unlocks more of the route on the world map. Yeah, for some reason, that I could not go up, but it kept the yellow gem. I imagine it had something to do with the fact that last time I saved was at that point or so. But even though I saved because I collected the yellow gem, for some reason it still put me back there. It's very bizarre. Never encountered that before, but that's new, isn't it? So thankfully I don't have to do the lab again to 100% because I've done it once, and I think that's all I really need to do, to be honest. But yeah, in this one we're gonna be getting the last colored gems for this. What I could do is I could go back to some of the islands and grab the normal gems, so get all the boxes and stuff, but to be on the safe side, I want to get all the colored gems because I don't want there to be a moment where while playing through a level, I hit a point and I'm like, ah, fuck. I'm going to have to go and get that colored gem now, and I've essentially just wasted my time going through a level, you know? But in this one, with the yellow gem, so yes, you do need to do the lab, unfortunately for this, it gives you access to a secret exit and these 3 bloody hidden boxes here. That's kind of thing that's frustrating about this whenever you're going for 100% is when you do get the gems, you're like, oh cool, let's see all those boxes I missed, and it's like about 2 or 3. It's like, seriously? I had to do all that just for these measly couple of boxes. Like, what the hell, man? Alright, what color gem do we get on this one? We get purple. Or is it pink? I don't know, it's pretty crap at colors. But it's one of the new ones, that's for sure. With 71% as well. So that's not bad. So yeah, I'm just going to be getting the rest of the colored gems, and then after that we'll be essentially going through the levels where I fucked up, or I couldn't get the actual gem itself. So it's going to be a bit of an unusual one, this, but I'm trying to show like an authentic, like realistic playthrough of Crash Bandicoot, because this is pretty much what it is, you know? I was also debating whether to just cut to the end when I get all the boxes, but then I'm like, okay, I don't know how that would work, because there were some levels where I also screwed up getting the tokens, and the tokens are needed, you know, to gain access and stuff, so I just thought, you know what, bugger it, I'm just gonna show the entirety of the level again, because essentially from here, it's a walkthrough of how to get things to 100%, if you will. I mean, yeah, it's essentially just slippery climb. I seem to really like the word essentially tonight, don't I? Goodness me. But while we're going through this and stuff, I have recently came out of a playthrough, or play session, shall I say, of Sonic X Shadow Generations. Got that for the PS5. I haven't actually played through the Sonic Generations part, because that's a remake. I was more keen for the Shadow Generations part, and my god, wow, it was a bloody amazing game. Super short. A lot of people are complaining that it's short. That seems to be like the only gripe, we'll say, for people, but honestly, for me, I find it to be quite a reasonable length, really, because, I mean, it's just a little recap, so of like Shadow's history going through levels and stuff. I don't want it to be like this giant epic adventure or anything like that. It's just a little bit of a fun time, and something that I can easily find myself coming back to at some point in the future. You know, just being like, yeah, sounds like just a casual old session through Shadow Generations, if you will. So yeah, even though it's short, it's a good old time. I don't want to say too much about it though, because I don't want to spoil it for you. Like, oh my goodness, I encourage you to play the game yourself, as it's extremely polished. Like, oh my goodness. But yeah, slippery climb is essentially, oh my god, essentially. Wow. Yeah. This one is just beat it without dying, essentially. I got so close to it last time. I still cannot believe my major screw up at the end. You know, of like the scientists. Because all I had to do was just move out a little bit earlier, I think, and not get hit by the flask. Or I can't even remember. It was either the flask or I got hit by the scientist himself. But yeah, it really wasn't that complicated or so. I just screwed up for some bloody reason. I don't know why. It's like the Let's Play curse. Anytime you're recording or whatever, when you know that you are capturing footage, that is when it suddenly kicks in. It's like, fuck, I best not screw up, and then the next minute you screw up. That can be a right old pain, can't it? I don't really know how many parts this, the rest of the playthrough or so is going to be. It all depends, really. I've never really timed it with Crash Bandicoot, to be honest. I just play through this game and just play it to the end, really. So there is that. I also really need to get back to Astrobot. Now that I got bloody Shadow Generations done, like I've got all the trophies. I finished the game 100%. I was enjoying it that much. I was like, I want to see it all, man. Like, oh my goodness, I did the same thing as well with Sonic Frontiers back in 2022. I played that to full completion on Steam back in the day or so. I know I screwed up there on the Nitrous Brio thing. I'm pretty sure I screwed up on it before, actually. But like I said before, the Nitrous Brio rounds are not really essential to getting things to 100% in Crash Bandicoot. It's literally just an optional thing. It affects zilch. Absolutely zero for the completion rate. But my advice with Slippery Climb is, again, just keep trying. Just learn each part, memorize what it is you gotta do, adjust to the weight of how he jumps and stuff, and it's not as bad. Not easy, but not as bad when you get the hang of it anyway. At least that's just my take. And we did it. We actually hit the bloody scientist instead of running into him. Wow. Works wonders, doesn't it? Oh, this can get a little bit frustrating as well. When you get the gems, you have to sit through all of them scrolling by. Like, I couldn't just show him celebrating immediately. No, you got to see all the gems. All of them as they go by. So when you're trying to get them all, and then you finish level, you have to sit there for, like, I swear, it's like probably about like 10 seconds or something like that later on. It's a little bit ridiculous, I tell you. The keys, again, I'll explain what they do when we get to it or so, because I'm essentially going through like a backtracking method, if you will. I know it seems really weird because it's like I'm playing through the game again. I am, sort of, but not really, because I'm showing you how it's meant to properly be done. It's essentially what I feel Sonic Colors should have been to keep my mentality safe. Sonic Colors DLP is great how it came out. I'm really happy with it, but like I said before, you know, trying to get it in that state or so was extremely bloody frustrating, and it became more of like a project rather than, you know, just fun, which I feel that's what it needs to be at the end of the day. Just a little bit of fun, as I'm really only here just to play a game and talk about it. That is what I do, and that's the style or so that I'm going for. I still don't know what game I'm gonna LP next after this. It's kind of up in the air at the minute, especially with the upload consistency or so of this series. But I mean, I just do what I can, really. Sometimes I just feel like doing other things. Sometimes life just gets in the way, doesn't it? Toxic Waste was a bit of a strange playthrough on this one, though, especially near the end. I done a very strange thing. I was kind of surprised that worked, but I don't recommend doing it like that. You'll see what I mean when I get to it or so. But it was a little bit odd. Not usually how I do it. But it did work. I think that's pretty much it, though, for all the games this year. The new ones coming out anyway. Because I also picked up Zelda Echoes of Wisdom for the Switch. Except I don't regret picking up the game. I regret the time that I picked it up. Because I mean, I was already quite happy, you know, with Astrobot. But yeah, Echoes of bloody Wisdom and stuff. I don't know. I played that for a bit, and then Shadow Generations was coming out soon. So it was like, I played it for a bit, and now I've put it on the shelf. It's like, oh, God's sake, man. I have a habit of doing that in the past, and I don't want that to happen too much. So yeah, I'd best get back to Astro Bot at some point. I'm really close to the end as well. Again, I just got distracted doing other things. That, and I think it was October, so I started the Luigi's Mansion series. Like, I played Luigi's Mansion before. Oh, yeah, by the way, the ending bit, I completely forgot to bloody say what the hell just happened. Yeah, he threw it, and I jumped to the right, basically risking jumping into the, toxic. Don't do that. You gotta wait. You just gotta wait until the right moment to jump over the barrel. And that's it, you know? That's the way it's meant to be done. But I believe after that, that is all of the coloured gems. There wasn't really too much of them left, but, you know, again, it's just best to get them all just in case. Because I really do not want a session of that. God, that would be so annoying also. But I mean, to tell you the truth, like, recording this is pretty casual. Because, I mean, I'm just, like, playing Crash. I'm not playing Crash and talking at the same time, so I can just concentrate. I've already explained about why I do it in this style, though. Just because of, like, the way it works for me these days. So, there is that side of things. It's also getting more colder as well, bloody hell, I tell you. So weird to find. Well, it's not really weird. It happens every year. But it's weird because, like, you get adjusted to, you know, the summer. And then all of a sudden, it's dark. By, like, about 4, 5? It's like, wait, what? There's nothing new. It's just, you know, it comes when you forget about it also over time. Oh yeah, they also announced a Switch. Well, they've announced the Switch 2 successor is coming soon. But there has been news, I think it was just literally today actually. Today's the 6th of November 2024. Yeah, they did announce that there's backwards compatibility also. And thank God. Like, my goodness. I expect there to be backwards compatibility with modern systems these days. Also, yeah, I never knew that. I can just, like, jump on the side of it also. I don't know what it's for. It gets me over there, I suppose, but not really much to it. And yeah, that's what the green gem was for. Those boxes up there. It does seem like the devs didn't quite know what to do to reward the player for collecting the gems. I mean, you can tell in, like, the other series, it's definitely more fleshed out. You know, it's, like, way more rewarding things going on, but I don't know. I suppose they had to do something. It does seem a bit odd, that's for sure. I mean, imagine if you went all the way up there, right, and there was a whole pack of boxes or an entirely different route, you know? That would be better, but there are other places where it's like an entirely different route. It's so weird. It's so, like, up and down. Like, one part, there's loads of stuff, and then the next is just, like, 1 or 2 boxes. But yeah, I mean, it was like the first in the series, you know? I can't really criticize it too much for that. It was, like, beginning grounds for the Bandicoot, if you will. Or the marsupial. Yeah, some people say, like, marsupial. That's 12 gems. Not bad. Does the percentage go up, actually, when you... I think it already did. I probably just missed it. Oops. Still. Oh, yeah, also, on the previous episode, at the very start of Heavy Machinery, I think it was, you know, I jumped on the green gem and just skipped through the whole bloody thing. I said that the green gem was from Sunset Vista. No, it's not from Sunset Vista. It's from the Lost City. I don't know why I said Sunset Vista. It's probably because that's the level I remember the most because of its difficulty. I'm pretty sure, actually, to this day, for my gameplay footage, I'm actually at Sunset Vista. So I need to do, like, another session or so of Crash Bandicoot at some point. And then that'll probably be the final part, really, for gameplay footage. So that'd be pretty keen, wouldn't it? Also, yeah, I keep forgetting the lives. Lives resetting every time I turn the game off. It's so strange. Like, 1 minute it says 99, the next it's back down to 55. It's like, wait, what? It makes it look like I've just died all those amount of times. Which that's not the case at all, really. Oh yeah, I don't know if I've pointed this out, but you know that sound that you just heard in the background? That is sampled quite a bit in a lot of things. Sonic Rush actually uses that in the song JJ Rocket. They use that sample and basically up the pitch. Or at least Hideki Naganuma does, anyway. It's in that. But yeah, I think it was used in Crash Bandicoot first. Can't really think of many other video games for the Bandicoot that I heard that in also. I find samples really interesting though. Like, even, what's it, in Jet Set Radio. I think the song's called... Oh, I can't remember. I think it's called That's Enough also. But there's like a sample, right? You know the part of the song? There's some dude that says, will you stop playing that radio of yours? I'm trying to get to sleep. That's actually sampled from like a British sitcom. It's genius, honestly. Like, he managed to sample like a phrase from a sitcom and change it into like an absolute bop. It's amazing stuff, I tell you. Although, to my surprise, actually, Sonic Rush Adventure even like uses samples, which I never knew. I straight up thought it was just Sonic Rush. But no, like, it's always interesting to find where things originally came from. And how they've essentially just changed it, you know? It's like that in like some music tracks as well. Like, well, what's one of them also I can think of? Yeah, there's a song by The Prodigy called Brief. I'm pretty sure it's called Brief. They sampled like something from like a TV show, because it sounds like an actual sword blade or maybe like a samurai. It's like some wishing sound, if you will. Yeah, it's like sampled from that. It's like, wow. It's real cool, man. Not really sure what else there is to say, really, during these sort of segments. I mean, I'm essentially just going through level again, except... Well, I mean, I suppose this one's, like, more expanded. That this is more open now, really. That way it's not just, like, a couple of boxes and then that's it. It's kind of bizarre to find that this level, when we first went through it, was really small. But now it's, like... There was so much more to the level. And, like, if you didn't collect the Galar gems, you'd have no idea. Like, wow, all this was just on top of it. Even though it does look like a bunch of reused assets from, I think it was Native Fortress? I can't remember the name of the place, but the one that's a little bit more tricky. Like, you have to bounce on the fire, like multiple ones, and it goes to the left. So there is that also. Other than that, that's all there is, really. And I think that's the end of the level, isn't it? We're going to hear, like, the thing, aren't we? Yeah, I hear that. I hear, like, a little gate. That's how you know if, like, you're near the end. They have to put a box here, though, which is a little bit annoying, because if you miss that and accidentally land in it, yeah, you have to do the whole thing again. The whole thing? Like, you can't just continue it or anything like that. So it's just like, wait, what? Really? Oh, yeah, and we just got to sit through the gems. I mean, look at this. Just like, what the heck? Just let me... Just let the Bandicoot celebrate and just let me carry on, you know? Anyway, I think that's it really for this part. So I guess I'll see you in part 9 of Crash Bandicoot. Yeah, I think it's part 9. Either way, take care.